Have you ever wondered how it would feel to travel through time, or to explore different universes, traveling to the past to see what events led up to the birth of humanity, or traveling to the future to see how humanity has advanced? Well, wonder no more. In this video, we'll be discussing how scientists have found a potential way to make it a reality. So put your seatbelts on and let's get started. Time travel has been a topic of interest for centuries, and recent advancements in theoretical physics have led scientists to believe that it may one day be possible. One proposed method of time travel is through the use of wormholes. Wormholes are hypothetical tunnels that connect 2 points in space-time, theoretically creating a shortcut in space-time that could reduce travel time and distance. The idea of wormholes was first proposed by Einstein and physicist Nathan Rosen in 1935. Wormholes have been studied extensively in theoretical physics, but there is no observational evidence for their existence. If wormholes do exist, they would be incredibly fascinating objects to study. Some scientists believe that it might be possible to use a wormhole to travel back in time. However, this is purely speculative at this point, and there's no scientific evidence to support this claim. Even if wormholes do exist, it's unlikely that we will be able to use them to travel through time anytime soon. However, the mere possibility of time travel through wormholes is fascinating and has led to many interesting thought experiments and scientific research. There are a few ways that wormholes might be able to be detected. One is by the effects that they have on the objects around them. For example, a wormhole could bend the light of objects behind it, making them appear distorted or displaced. Another way wormholes could be detected is by the gravitational effects they have. Wormholes can cause distortions in space-time, which would lead to irregularities in the movement of objects near them. For example, if a wormhole was located near Earth, it could cause Earth to orbit at different speeds or in different directions. Finally, wormholes could produce distinctive signatures in the radiation emitted by objects near them. By looking for these signatures, scientists might be able to indirectly detect the presence of a wormhole. While we have not yet found definitive evidence of the existence of wormholes, that doesn't mean they don't exist. With better technology, we may one day be able to detect them, and who knows, maybe someday we'll even find a way to travel through them. If someone were to travel through a wormhole, the consequences could be catastrophic. First, the person would have to deal with the immense amount of energy that would be required to enter and exit the wormhole. This could easily kill the person or destroy whatever vehicle they were using. Secondly, there is no guarantee that the wormhole would take the person where they wanted to go. It's possible that they could end up in a completely different time period, or even in a parallel universe. Finally, if other people were aware of the existence of the wormhole, they could use it to their own advantage, which could lead to all sorts of unforeseen disasters. In short, traveling through a wormhole is an incredibly dangerous proposition, but that hasn't stopped scientists from trying to figure out how to do it. A recent study published in the journal Classical and Quantum Gravity looked at the possibility of using a rotating black hole as a time machine. Black holes are incredibly dense objects with a gravitational force so strong that not even light can escape them. They're often formed when a star collapses in on itself, and while they are usually associated with the end of a star's life, they can also be created by rotating objects like neutron stars. Rotating black holes can create something called a Cur wormhole. This is a type of wormhole that is held open by the rotation of the black hole. A team of scientists found that if a Cur wormhole existed, it could be used to travel through time. Their findings suggest that it would be possible to travel back in time if you entered a Cur wormhole and then moved very close to the black hole that is keeping it open. However, there are still a lot of unknowns when it comes to wormholes and whether or not they could actually be used for time travel. So don't start packing your bags for a trip back in time just yet. But the new study does provide a glimmer of hope that one day, time travel may be possible. This leaves a question in our minds. Can we survive the conditions inside a wormhole? Wormholes are fascinating astronomical phenomena that have captured the public imagination for years. If they exist, they could provide a shortcut through space-time, potentially allowing us to travel to distant parts of the universe or even travel back in time. But one of the big questions about wormholes is whether or not they would be habitable for humans. There are a number of factors that would make wormholes inhospitable for human life. Wormholes are thought to be incredibly unstable, meaning that they could collapse at any moment. If there is matter inside a wormhole, it would be incredibly dense, making it difficult for anything to move around inside. The intense gravitational forces inside a wormhole could also be destructive to human tissue and can cause serious damage to them. But of course, all of this is purely speculative at this point. We don't know for sure if wormholes exist, let alone whether or not they would be habitable for humans. But it's an interesting question to consider nonetheless. The 2014 film Interstellar gave us an idea about how it would be like to travel through the fabric of space-time using a wormhole. In the movie, they discover a wormhole that can take humans to different parts of the universe in order to find a new planet for humans to live on, as Earth is no longer habitable. This shows us the potential of what time travel can do for mankind and how it can change the course of human history. It is certain that if wormholes are indeed real and we're able to travel through them, it could help us achieve our destiny of becoming an intergalactic species. With the help of wormholes, we would be able to explore different parts of the universe and find new planets to colonize. This would allow humanity to survive and thrive even in the face of extinction. Alcubierre drives or warp drives are another possible way to time travel. Unlike wormholes, which are purely speculative at this point, Alcubierre drives or warp drives are more realistic and have been studied by scientists. While we have not yet managed to build a working prototype, the theory is sound and there is potential for us to develop this technology in the future. Alcubierre drives or warp drives work by distorting space-time around a vehicle so that it can move faster than light. This would allow us to travel to different parts of the universe very quickly, without having to worry about the limitations of conventional propulsion systems. While wormholes and Alcubierre drives are both possible ways to time travel, there is still a lot of work that needs to be done in order to make them practical. Wormholes are unstable and dangerous, while Alcubierre drives have not yet been developed. But who knows? Maybe one day we'll find a way to time travel. After all, the universe is a big place, and there's a lot out there that we haven't discovered yet. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. We post new videos every week, and we would love to have you join us on this journey of discovery. Thanks for watching.